നമസ്കാരം. മോക്ക് ടെസ്റ്റിന്റെ പുതിയ വീഡിയോയിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. ഇന്നിവിടെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് തൊഴിൽവീതിയിൽ വന്ന ജൂനിയർ ലാബ് അസിസ്റ്റന്റ് എക്സാം പ്രാക്ടീസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഹു ഡെവലപ്ഡ് ഹൈഡ്രജൻ ബോംബ്? ഹു ഡെവലപ്ഡ് ഹൈഡ്രജൻ ബോംബ്? ഓപ്ഷൻ എ വെർണർ വോൺ ബ്രൗൺ, ഓപ്ഷൻ ബി റോബർട്ട് ഒപ്പൻഹീമർ, ഓപ്ഷൻ സി എഡ്വാർഡ് ടെല്ലർ, ഓപ്ഷൻ ഡി സാമുവൽ കോഹൻ. Who developed hydrogen bomb? Option C, Edward Teller. Edward Teller developed hydrogen bomb. Second question, aspirin is option A, methoxybenzoic acid, option B, methyl salicylate, option C, acetyl salicylic acid, option D, phenyl salicylate. Aspirin is option C, acetyl salicylic acid. Aspirin is acetyl salicylic acid. Aspirin is acetyl salicylic acid. Diamond is harder than graphite because of option A, difference is layers of atoms. Option B, hexahedral structure of diamond. Option C, difference of crystalline structures. Option D, none of these. Diamond is harder than graphite because of option C, difference of crystalline structure. Diamond is harder than graphite because of difference of crystalline structures. Diamond is harder than graphite because of difference of crystalline structures. Which of the following metals form an amalgam with the other metals? Option A, lead, option B, tin, option C, zinc, option D, mercury. Which of the following metals form an amalgam with the other metals is option D, mercury. Which of the following metals form an amalgam with the other metal? Option D, mercury. Water can be separated from alcohol-water mixture by option A, decantation, option B, evaporation, option C, fractional distillation, option D, sublimation. Water can be separated from alcohol-water mixture by option C, fractional distillation. Water can be separated from alcohol-water mixture by fractional distillation. Water can be separated from alcohol-water mixture by fractional distillation. Detergents clean surface on the principle of option A, viscosity, option B, surface tension, option C, elasticity, option D, flotation. Detergents clean surface on the principle of surface tension. Detergents clean surface on the principle of surface tension. Detergents clean surface on the principle of surface tension. Zinc sulfide is commonly used as fungicide, option B, herbicide, option C, rodenticide, option D, deodorant. Zinc sulfide is commonly used as option C, rodenticide. Zinc sulfide is commonly used as rodenticide. Zinc sulfide is commonly used as rodenticide. What can be the maximum number of electrons in a shell if principal quantum number is n? What can be the maximum number of electrons in a shell if principal quantum number is n? Option A, n, option B, n raised to 2, option C, 2n raised to 2, option D, 3n raised to 2. What can be the maximum number of electrons in a shell if principal quantum number is n? Answer option C, 2n raised to 2. What can be the maximum number of electrons in a shell if principal quantum number is n? Answer 2n raised to 2. Which is the following metals causes Ittai disease? Which is the following metals causes Ittai disease? Option A, cadmium, option B, chromium, option C, cobalt, option C, copper. Which is the following metals causes Ittai disease is cadmium. Which is the following metals causes Ittai disease? Answer cadmium. Cadmium is the metal causes Ithai disease. Molasses, a byproduct in the manufacture of sugar, is converted. Option A, alcohol. Option B, paper. Option C, fuel. Option C, pulp. Molasses, a byproduct in the manufacture of sugar, is converted to alcohol. Molasses, a byproduct in the manufacture of sugar, is converted to alcohol. Molasses, a byproduct in the manufacture of sugar, is converted to alcohol. What is the minimum escape velocity of rocket to be launched into space? What is the minimum escape velocity of rocket to be launched into space? Option A, 5 km per second. Option B, 6.7 km per second. Option C, 11.2 km per second. Option D, 15 km per second. What is the minimum escape velocity of rocket to be launched into space? Answer option C, 11.2 km per second. What is the minimum escape velocity rocket to be launched into space is 11.2 km per second. Which of the following is used for regulated electric supply? Option A, Zener diode. Option B, junction diode. Option C, gun diode. Option D, tunnel diode. Which of the following is used for regulated electric supply? Answer, Zener diode. Which of the following is used for regulated electric supply? Zener diode. Zener diode is used for regulated electric supply. Electron microscope was invented by option A, Knoll and Ruska, B, Robert Koch, C, Leeuwenhoek, D, C.P. Swanson. Electron microscope was invented by option A, Knoll and Ruska. Electron microscope was invented by Knoll and Ruska. Electron microscope was invented by Knoll and Ruska. When pressure is increased, the melting point of ice becomes option A, increases, option B, does not change, option C, decreases, option D, depends on the impurities in the ice. When pressure is increased, the melting point of ice becomes option C, decreases. When pressure is increased, the melting point of ice becomes decreases. When pressure is increased, the melting point of ice becomes decreases. When pressure is increased, the melting point of ice becomes decreases. A pond of water appears less deep due to option A, reflection, option B, diffraction, option C, refraction, option D, polarization. A pond of water appears less deep due to option C, refraction. A pond of water appears less deep due to refraction. A pond of water appears less deep due to refraction. Smoke is a combination of option A, air and water vapors, option B, water and smoke, option C, fire and water, option D, smoke and fog. Smoke is a combination of smoke and fog. Option D, smoke and fog. Smoke is a combination of smoke and fog. Smoke is a combination of smoke and fog. Which of the following principle is used to produce low temperatures? Option A, superconductivity. Option B, Joule-Kelvin effect. Option C, thermoelectric effect. Option D, adiabatic demagnetization. Which of the following principle is used to produce low temperature? Is option D, adiabatic demagnetization. Which of the following principle is used to produce low temperature? Answer, adiabatic demagnetization. Adiabatic demagnetization is used to produce low temperature. The frequency of ultrasound wave is typically option A, about 20 kHz, option B, about 20,000 kHz, option C, 20 Hz, option D, below 25 kHz. The frequency of ultrasound wave is typically option A, about 20 kHz. The frequency of ultrasound wave is typically about 20 kHz. The frequency of ultrasound wave is typically about 20 kHz. Pure water is bad conductor of electricity because it is water is bad conductor of electricity because it is option A feebly ionized, option B not volatile, option C a very good solvent, option D a non-polar solvent. Pure water is bad conductor of electricity because it is a feebly ionized. Pure water is bad conductor of electricity because it is feebly ionized. Pure water is bad conductor of electricity because it is feebly ionized. Light beam which is highly directional is called option A eraser, option B grazer, option C master, option D laser. Light beam which is highly directional is called option D laser. Light beam which is highly directional is called laser. Which one of the system of man is affected by a bite of cobra snake? Which one of the system of man is affected by a bite of cobra snake? Option A digestive system, option B nervous system, option C excretory system, option D circulatory system. Which one of the system of man is affected by a bite of cobra snake is option B nervous system. Which one of the system of man is affected by a bite of cobra snake? Answer nervous system. The system of man is affected by a bite of cobra snake is nervous system. Which plants generally lack vessels in their xylem? Which plants generally lack vessels in their xylem? Option A monocots, option B dicots, option C gymnosperms, option D angiosperms. Which plants generally lack vessels in their xylem is answer C gymnosperms. Which plants generally lacks vessels in their xylem is gymnosperms. Gymnosperms generally lack vessels in their xylem. Which hormone promotes cell division, protein synthesis and bone growth? Which hormone promotes cell division, protein synthesis and bone growth? Option A PTH, option B ADH, option C GH, option D ACTH. Which hormone promotes cell division, protein synthesis and bone growth is GH. Option C GH. Which hormone promotes cell division, protein synthesis and bone growth? Option C GH. Which hormone promotes cell division, protein synthesis and bone growth is GH. Growth hormone. GH means growth hormone. Which of the following is a bacterial disease? Which of the following is a bacterial disease? Option A measles, option B leprosy, option C scurvy, option D diabetes. Which of the following is a bacterial disease? Option B leprosy. Which of the following is a bacterial disease? Or answer leprosy. Which of the following is a bacterial disease? Answer leprosy. Which pair is wrong? Option A tuber potato, option B rhizome ginger, option C bulb onion, option D corn mint. The wrong pair is option D corn mint. The wrong pair is option D corn mint. Progesterone and estrogen hormones are secreted by option A carpus callosum, option B carpus luteum, option C carpus uteria, option D carpus albicans. Progesterone and estrogen hormones are secreted by option B carpus luteum. Progesterone and estrogen hormones are secreted by carpus luteum. Progesterone and estrogen hormones are secreted by carpus luteum. A secretion that digests both carbohydrates and protein is option A, ptyalin, Option B, pepsin. Option C, pancreatic juice. Option D, saliva. A secretion that digests both carbohydrates and protein is option C, pancreatic juice. A secretion that digests both carbohydrates and protein is pancreatic juice. A secretion that digests both carbohydrates and protein is pancreatic juice. Who is known as father of antiseptic surgery? Who is known as father of antiseptic surgery? Option A, Joseph Lister. Option B, Edward Jenner. Option C, Paul Ehrlich. Option D, Robert Koch. Who is known as father of antiseptic surgery? Option A, Joseph Lister. Who is known as father of antiseptic surgery? Joseph Lister. Joseph Lister as father of antiseptic surgery. Joseph Lister is known as the father of antiseptic surgery. Joseph Lister is known as father of antiseptic surgery. Which of the following is the resistant form of bacteria? Which of the following is the resistant form of bacteria? Option A, L forms. Option B, spore. Option C, capsulated form. Option D, vegetative form. Which form of the following is the resistant form of bacteria? Answer B, spore. Which of the following is the resistant form of bacteria? Answer B, spore. Smallest cell in blood. Smallest cell in blood. Option A, RBC. Option B, WBC. Option C, platelets. Option D, lymphocytes. Smallest cell in blood is platelets. Smallest cell in blood, platelets. Smallest cell in blood, platelets. Functional unit of kidney. Functional unit of kidney. Option A, glomeruli. Option B, renal tubules. Option C, nephrons. Option D, calyx. Functional unit of kidney is option C, nephrons. Functional unit of kidney is nephrons. Normal calcium value in humans. Normal calcium value in humans. Option A, 12 to 40. Option B, 9 to 10.5. Option C, 7 to 8. Option D, 10 to 12. Normal calcium value in humans is option B, 9 to 10.5. Normal calcium value in humans 9 to 10.5. Normal calcium value in humans 9 to 10.5. Modern urine acid fast staining. Modern urine acid fast staining. Option A, iodine. Option B, phenol. Option C, alum. Option D, iron. Modern urine acid fast staining is option B, phenol. Modern urine acid fast staining, phenol. Modern urine acid fast staining, phenol. What is the percentage of agar used in solid media? What is the percentage of agar used in solid media? Option A, 1.5 to 2. B, 4 to 5. C, 0 to 0.5. D, 6 to 7. What is the percentage of agar used in solid media? Option A, 1.5 to 2. What is the percentage of agar used in solid media? 1.5 to 2. What is the percentage of agar used in solid media? 1.5 to 2. Diameter of standard loop. Diameter of standard loop is option A, 2 mm, B, 8 mm, C, 12 mm, D, 10 mm. Diameter of standard loop is option A, 2 mm. Diameter of standard loop is 2 mm. Diameter of standard loop is 2 mm. Which of the following is an example for Romanowski stain? Which of the following is an example for Romanowski stain? Option A, Jenner stain. Option B, Bob stain. Option C, H&E stain. Option D, Gram stain. Which of the following is an example for Romanowski's chain? Is option A Jenner's chain. Which of the following is an example for Romanowski's chain? Answer Jenner's chain. Jenner's chain is an example for Romanowski's chain. Which reagent is used for sickling test? Which reagent is used for sickling test? Option A 2% ammonia. Option B 2% sodium metabisulfite. Option C 2% potassium ferricyanide. Option D 2% sodium hydroxide. Which reagent is used for sickling test? Answer B 2% sodium metabisulfite. Which reagent is used for sickling test? 2% sodium metabisulfite. Sodium metabisulfite is used as reagent in sickling test. Reagent used for sickling test is 2% for sodium metabisulfite. Normal bleeding time under Duke's method is option A 2 to 3 minutes, option B 5 to 8 minutes, C 5 to 10 minutes, D 8 to 10 minutes. Normal bleeding time under Duke's method is option A 2 to 3 minutes. Normal bleeding time under Duke's method is option A 2 to 3 minutes. Normal bleeding time under Duke's method is 2 to 3 minutes. Antibodies produced in HDN is option A IgM, option B IgG, option C IgD, option D IgA. Antibodies produced in HDN is option B IgG. Antibodies produced in HDN is IgG. Antibodies produced in HDN is IgG. Perforin is released by option A NK cell, option B T memory, option C TH cell, option D macrophage. Perforin is released by option A NK cell. Perforin is released by NK cell. Perforin is released by NK cell. Acid used for sodium nitroprusside preparation. Option A nitric acid, option B sulfuric acid, option C tartaric acid, option D hydrochloric acid. Acid used for sodium nitroprusside preparation. Answer option A nitric acid. Acid used for sodium nitroprusside preparation, nitric acid. Acid used for sodium nitroprusside preparation, nitric acid. Acid used for sodium nitroprusside preparation is nitric acid. Reagent used in Bial's test. Reagent used in Bial's test. Option A oxinol in HCl. Option B resocinol in HCl. Option C copper in copper acetate. Option D alpha naphthol in alcohol. Reagent used in Bial's test is oxinol in HCl. Reagent used in Bial's test is oxinol in HCl. Option A oxinol in HCl. Reagent used in Bial's test is oxinol in HCl. Total valency of IgM. Total valency of IgM. Option A 10, option B 5, option C 2, option D 3. Total valency of IgM is option A 10. Total valency of IgM is 10. Total valency of IgM is 10. Disseminated Neisseria infection is commonly associated with the deficiency of Disseminated Neisseria infection is commonly associated with the deficiency of option A proper DNDP, option B factor D, option C C1 inhibitory deficiency, option D membrane attached complex MAC. Disseminated Neisseria infection is commonly associated with the deficiency of D membrane attached complex MAC. Disseminated Neisseria infection is commonly associated with the deficiency of membrane attached complex. Disseminated Neisseria infection is commonly associated with the deficiency of membrane attached complex. Ideal anticoagulant for blood glucose estimation. Ideal anticoagulant for blood glucose estimation. Option A fluoride oxalate, option B heparin, Option C, EDTA. Option D, double oxalate. Ideal anticoagulant for blood glucose estimation is option A, fluoride oxalate. Ideal anticoagulant for blood glucose estimation is fluoride oxalate. Ideal anticoagulant for blood glucose estimation is fluoride oxalate. Drugs that inhibits cholesterol synthesis. Option A, clofibate. Option B, metformin. Option C, lovastatin. Option D, cetirizine. Drugs that inhibits cholesterol synthesis is option C, lovastatin. Drugs that inhibits cholesterol synthesis is lovastatin. Drugs that inhibits cholesterol synthesis is lovastatin. Normal LDL level in human body. Normal LDL level in human body. Options: less than 100, B, less than 130, C, 100 to 120, D, less than 150. Normal LDL level in human body. Answer: option A, less than 100. Normal LDL level in human body. Option A, less than 100. LDL means low density lipoprotein. Normal low density lipoprotein level in human body is less than 100. CD4 complex is found in CD4 complex is found on option A, helper T cells, option B, killer T cells, option C, cytotoxic T cells, option D, none of these. CD4 complex is found on option A, helper T cells. CD4 complex is found on helper T cells. CD4 complex is found on helper T cells. Vandenberg reaction is used to detect. Vandenberg reaction is used to detect option A, albumin, option B, globulin, option C, uric acid, option D, bilirubin. Vandenberg reaction is used to detect option D, bilirubin. Vandenberg reaction is used to detect bilirubin. Vandenberg reaction is used to detect bilirubin. Which one of the following is the gold standard clearance marker? Which one of the following is the gold standard clearance marker? Option A, urea. Option B, creatine. Option C, cystatin. Option D, inulin. Which one of the following is the gold standard clearance marker is option D, inulin. Which one of the following is the gold standard clearance marker is inulin?